talking to Jayson throughout tonight to try to get him going, and then what got him going, and how obviously huge was that for you?
Yeah, I mean, just his poise got him going, and so the standard that is set for him to where if he's not scoring, he's not playing good basketball is wrong, and so he's had multiple games this series, and when he's at his best, he doesn't need to score. And I thought his communication to his teammates, I thought his defensive intensity, and I thought just even his force trying to drive the ball kept him in the game, and so he plays with a level of poise regardless of how the game is going.
You pulled him aside after that timeout with about 5 minutes left. What message were you delivering to him then? What kind of confidence were you trying to instill in him with
I love you.
Just I love you?
Yep. Yeah. That's it.
Joe, can you talk about the impact Marcus had on this game, both ends of the floor, and that one play early in the first quarter where he rips the ball away from Embiid? Did that help set the tone for you guys, Tom?
I just thought he brought a level of he got the pace going for us from start to finish, and he did a great job of keeping us poised. And he was the quarterback of our defense, him and Rob. And so when Smart can dictate the pace like that and get us into offense and get us into spacing and just play with that level of toughness, it was contagious. And so he's one of our emotional leaders, and he does that for us.
That one play in particular early, do you think that helped establish a tone?
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, it did for sure.
The review on the free throws, Embiid took the free throws on Maxey's show. What led to that replay, and was that a moment for Tatum to just kind of take a deep breath there and hit those threes out?
I have no idea. They just missed I don't know if someone told him that. But no, like I said, with him, it's just he stays poised and he stays into the game. And I thought he played a well-rounded game regardless of the fact that he wasn't scoring. And then it was his time, and he delivered.
You talked about playing freer, breathing after last game, with what happened there in Game 5. Did you just sense any tightness that kind of released as this game went on with them?
No, I saw a sense of urgency. I saw an intensity, and I saw a togetherness that the guys have shown, for as long as they've been playing together.
They basically didn't hit a shot all crunch time. You had Marcus kind of switching into almost every single role. Just after trying to defend or pick and roll the entire game, you guys were almost switching almost everything. And how crucial is Smart to being able to execute that kind of complicated coverage against?
Yeah, he just talks. His ability to guard different guys and recognize where the help should come from on the floor. And, it was him, but it was Jalen. It was all of them, really. Like I said, there was a level of intensity and a level of togetherness and connectivity that the guys had to where we were able to communicate different stuff throughout the game and change matchups, change, coverages.
With a big run in the third quarter, what did you think allowed you guys to stay together? It looked like you might be cracking there, but then you turned it around.
Yeah, I thought the run came because of just our poise on the offensive end. There was 4 or 5 possessions that we just drove into the paint and they took it from us, and they were able to get out in transition, and then they were able to get out and dictate the pace of the game. And so I thought the difference between tonight and Game 5 was when we had empty possessions in Game 5, we stopped competing on the defensive end, and when we had empty possessions tonight, we played just as, if not harder, on the defensive end, and I think that's a key.
I know it's a year apart, but the fact that you did this last year, came back from the brink in Milwaukee, do you think any of that helped at all?
I mean, all the experiences help. I think, to not have a level of panic or whatever the case may be. And so in moments like this, the guys just do a good job of pulling together.
What do you think of the impact Rob had, particularly at the start, and then even kind of throughout the 7, a longer look for him, and he seemed really comfortable on both sides?
Yeah, like he's the kind of guy that just brings a level of joy to his teammates and a level of defensive, just support to where the guys can be a little bit more aggressive. The guys can, be gamble a little bit or just play the game. And so, he does a great job of communicating. He does a great job of just giving us that length and athleticism. I thought he was huge tonight.
How much does just having him out there with Al together, raise up your guys' defense to a different level?
Yeah, it just gives us size, athleticism, and versatility from a matchup standpoint. And from the ability to play different coverages.
You always talk about games like this, keep shooting. How hard is it to actually keep shooting when the shots aren't falling? And is this finish from Tatum kind of like a justification? If you keep shooting, this can happen.
It's not hard to keep shooting when you're missing. It's hard to forget about the miss and play defense. And so that's what I'm most proud about him tonight was I thought it was one of his second best well-rounded game, the one after Game 4, where he just played the game. And as a team, it's the same thing. Like I said, the difference in Game 5 to Game 6 is when we missed empty possessions, it affected our effort. And so that's the thing is you got to keep shooting, but you have to keep playing at the other end, knowing, for the most part, we're fighting for great shots.
This was your first elimination game as a head coach. You go with a 7-man rotation and then end up winning with your energy, running, defense, stuff like that. So I guess what was the challenge of being in this kind of moment of making sure that you and the entire team maintained their poise, still executed?
I mean, there wasn't any different challenge than facing elimination, being, the end of a season, whether you're a player or coach. Like anytime your back's against the wall, you just rely on your locker room. You rely on the people around you and each other. And so I haven't been in that position as a coach, but I have as a player, and I know what it feels like. And in those moments, you just rely on the guys, their experience, their togetherness.
Joe, how proud of you are your guys? Getting booed at home can't be easy for anybody. But to bounce back and have a performance like this in an elimination game.
Yeah, like I said, it's all about them. I'm proud of them because they stuck together. They didn't overreact. If anything, they responded well. And so we've shown that we can do it. And, Game 7 is gonna present the same challenge, regardless if it's home or away.
Tatum's struggles is obviously might have turned mental to the point in the third quarter. How do you deal with him in terms of when you know it's mental, it's not physical, it's not doing anything wrong, it's just missing shots? What's the kind of the balance of trying to motivate him, but also get him out of his own head?
Tell him I love him.
Is it?
Yeah. I mean, it's a pretty powerful statement.
So do you think that had impact?
I do. Yeah.
So you'll tell him for Game 7 before the game?
Multiple times. Over and over again. And the rest of the team.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.